In the first video, we explored fossils in the Triassic period as told through the Ghost Ranch National Natural Landmark site in northern New Mexico. Now let's zoom forward in time to explore the Jurassic period, which occurred 201 to 145 million years ago. The Jurassic period is when large plant-eating dinosaurs and nimble, fast carnivores dominated the land. It is also when the earliest known birds took to the skies. While evidence of dinosaurs can be found in many Jurassic rocks, in this video we are going to focus on the Morrison Formation.
A geological formation is basically a package of rocks that helps segregate geologic time into little discrete units. The Morrison Formation is a package of rocks that occurred in the late Jurassic time, and this is when a lot of traditional dinosaurs are known from.
The Morrison Formation is well known due to its spectacular dinosaur remains. Let's travel to some NNL sites in the Rocky Mountain region where significant Morrison Formation discoveries have been made. First up, Utah. Utah contains a mysterious NNL site called the Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry. We will let paleontologist Mike Lashin explain what makes this site so unusual.
We have the densest concentration of Jurassic dinosaur bone ever found. It is also the largest collection of large meat-eating dinosaurs ever found.
Wow.
Want to see something really neat?
Yes.
Follow me.
2/3 of the animals that left their bones here were allosaurs. More importantly, 3/4 of them were meat eaters. That's weird. And that's just the start of the weird we have here. The bones generally are in great condition, yet the skeletons are totally blown away. And if you think about it, how do you do that? I mean, there weren't any people around to take them apart.
I've never seen anything like this. Did you just put these bones in the wall?
It seems this was a multiple event sort of thing. This is not one catastrophic event that gave us all these, but something that reappeared periodically. Dinosaur National Monument has many of the same animals we do, vastly different proportions. I think they have like 5% of theirs are predators. Oh, place over by Colorado Springs, Garden Park, I believe is the name of it. And I believe that's a National Natural Landmark.
Correct. Let's travel there now. Garden Park Fossil Area is located just outside Canyon City, Colorado, and generated worldwide interest in dinosaurs during the late 1800s.
Paleontologic resources in the Garden Park Fossil Area are some of the oldest and some of the richest fossil sites in the U.S., especially for Jurassic dinosaur material. And what's really special about this place is we're part of the story of the pioneers of the science of paleontology. Dinosaur discoveries that were found here were giving a visual to the rest of the United States about what a dinosaur was. These dinosaurs were discovered at a time when people were trying to figure out what is a dinosaur, what does it look like? And so some of our most famous dinosaurs, the Stegosaur, the Diplodocus, Allosaurus, the very first of any of those were found here in this area.
The Rocky Mountain region of the Morrison Formation contains a lot of fossils just because it had all this wonderful deposition happening. There were a lot of rivers and a lot of sediments that were being accumulated during these Morrison times, and a lot of these animals that were dying were actually getting preserved in these areas where they actually had a chance to become a fossil.
A lot of these specimens that came out of here, even like in the 1800s, have ended up at really world-class museums, such as American Museum of Natural History, the National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C., and Denver Museum of Nature and Science. A lot of times I like to think of geology as like a book. And so we have certain pages in those books. And so you have to go to other sites to get the rest of the story.
Let's head to one of those other sites now. Straight to the north is Morrison, Colorado, the place the Morrison Formation was named after. This is also where we find the Morrison Golden Fossil Area's NNL, which consists of several different locations. One of the locations within this NNL is known as Dinosaur Ridge. Here, we find large Jurassic dinosaur bones exposed in plain sight. The rocks that contain these bones can teach us a lot about the environment in which these dinosaurs lived.
This was one of the very first places that the Morrison Formation was described because of the little town of Morrison adjacent to it. And so this is what we would consider basically the mother lode for the Morrison. This is more of a continental setting. It's sort of like the African Serengeti or something like that. There wasn't really an ocean right here.
It was hot year-round, and the reason for that was that this area was a lot closer to the equator.
When the dinosaurs died, their flesh decays, their bones all get picked up by the streams, and then they get dumped in various places. This is one such place where that's a great example of what happened. We have scattered bones that were deposited by these ancient rivers in Morrison time.
A rock formation can tell us a lot about a past ecosystem. You can look at a sandstone and you can tell by the grain size of that sand how fast the stream would have been moving, sometimes what direction the stream was moving, different events that would have been happening, like a flood that may have come through.
Most of the rock is sandstone, and you can feel it. It feels like sandpaper, and it is definitely a river deposit. But there will be places where you see all this purple, shiny material sticking out. As you go up and feel it, it's very smooth. What's even more fun about it is it's very radioactive. And you feel this is bone. This is a real dinosaur bone right here. Very smooth.
I can't believe I'm touching a dinosaur bone. Is this real?
Anything that's purple and smooth is basically a bone. And so these are just scattered bones. They're pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but now we leave the Jurassic period, this grand age of dinosaurs, and move on to the Cretaceous period, which is the last and longest time period of the Mesozoic era.
Well, do you have some time to go look for some fossils?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Do you want to learn about the dinosaurs' final years on Earth? Be sure to watch our next video on the Cretaceous period.